Hi, folks. I'm meteorologist Tom Konvicka here with you. I'm going to deliver a little weather information that you can use here over the next few days with your forecast. Yeah, this isn't a horror movie. Look at that. You got the wasp cam today. Maybe Nick can climb up there later or tomorrow morning and take that down. All right, 77 at the airport. Dew point still high, 72 degrees, but it doesn't feel like it is when it's 97, that's for sure. And then we see some clouds, mostly high and mid-level stuff, what we call debris clouds, leftovers from the convection, the showers and thunderstorms that came through earlier. Gina, you're 75. And likewise, we're seeing a little filtered sun from time to time get through some of those high and mid-level clouds. And those are leftovers from earlier rain and storms as well. Radar showing that the rain's getting out of here to the east of us, but we're picking up another batch of showers and some thunderstorms off to the southwest, right in there. And I think that will, of course, probably remain scattered like it is now. But there are some pretty potent storms in that area. In fact, we've got couple of special weather statements for Beauregard Parish for some strong wind, maybe a little hail out of that guy right there. And then looking elsewhere, we see some cores of lightning. So these are thunderstorms, and some of that could come through this evening, maybe keep a marginal risk of severe weather in the forecast at that particular time. But essentially, that's about it. If there's any more warnings, we'll have them for you. Looking at satellite and radar, we also see a little stalled front in the area. Here's that storm complex that came through earlier today, riding that boundary. Now it's gotten east of the boundary and it's weakening somewhat. And then we're seeing a little bit more action pick up to the south where the instability is better and the storms can have some juice and they can grow, get strong once again down there. So I think the worst of the weather will stay there, but we could have a hit and miss storm here this evening, and a warning's not out of the question, so there's some marginal severe potential. The energy aloft continues to ride through the jet stream, kind of a brisk flow aloft, and that kind of accelerates or creates upward motion in the atmosphere, keeps things unsettled. We've got some warmth, we got some humidity, so it remains rather unstable in the lower levels of the atmosphere. So that's a prime area and a common pattern, very common pattern for us to see here this time of year, and it will continue. So here's your severe weather outlook for tomorrow. We're up into a marginal risk from the Storm Prediction Center. The highest risk of severe weather in the country will be across the plains. And then working into the situation in Cenla, well, looks like everybody for a change has the same risk level, a marginal or level 1 out of 5. And then here's what to expect for tomorrow. I think the window of time is pretty much in the afternoon, early evening. I'm going to say about 1 to 7 p.m. The threat level is marginal, 1 out of 5 scale there. 5% wind risk, that's a 60 mile per hour wind gust or higher within 25 miles of any point. Hail less than 2%. And tornado, not out of the question. That could happen, 2%. Yeah, got to keep that covered. Can't rule it out. Common rainfall will be less than an inch, but a peak amount of a couple of inches in a strong storm or two is certainly possible. We got close to that today, and we got one report out of 237 rain gauges of over 2 inches of rain yesterday. Monitor your weather sources. We'll be here with you to kind of keep things up and at them as far as the severe weather coverage is concerned. And then extending this into Friday, looks like a little higher risk kind of moves eastward across the area and back to a level 2 across part of central Louisiana. And I'll have more information and details on that in my stream tomorrow afternoon. All right, so 7-day forecast then. Rain chances remain very healthy. This time of year, we should be seeing anywhere from about 30-40% will be pretty common this time of year as we get to the end of May and the very first few days of June. We're way above that Thursday, Friday, Saturday, 70-80%. So yeah, it's wetter than normal. There's that little severe risk there for Thursday and Friday. And then coming into Sunday, rain chances remain pretty healthy, still well above the typical 30-40% at 60. And then Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, we kind of settle down more to what we call a climatological forecast, or something that's really just average or normal or typical for this time of year. Notice the temperatures aren't getting out of hand, but early middle part of next week, yeah, I do think some thermometers will start touching 90 once again, but the humidity will only be seasonable. It won't be tough like it was on Memorial Day or some of the days previous to that. Thanks for being with me. That's all I've got for you, but Nick Mikulus will be back with you if he recovers from his tower climb for tomorrow morning, and I'll see you again tomorrow evening. Thanks for being with me, and thanks for your support for Sudden Light.